Summer has arrived for us. Yesterday was the last day of the school year for my kids, and we are moving into the relaxed days of summer ahead. I hope you'll join me today as I spend time in the kitchen tidying up and baking, and we can talk a little bit about my plans to have a gentle and quiet summer. I would especially love to know what your plans are for the summer and how you pursue keeping a house that is calm while also being a parent that is calm if you have kids in the multiples. I love to know what everyone does for their summer activities with kids because, as you may know, I have a lot of them, and it's always interesting and useful to me to see what other people do, especially if they are free or very inexpensive resources. So let me know down below what you're doing this summer, and let's get into a gentle day in the kitchen. More than ever this year, I feel an intense need to spend as much time with my kids as possible, outside or at the parks or at the ocean or going down to the local river for a good day floating in the sun. And I think part of that is knowing that I am done having kids, that my youngest is over 2 years old now, that my oldest is going into middle school next year, and time is so incredibly fleeting. With that in mind, one of my biggest goals this summer is to heavily declutter our house. If you have been around for a little length of time, you will know that I did this back when I was pregnant with my youngest, and I think it's high time to do it again. Being someone with ADHD, I have a tendency to hoard things, and I try very, very hard not to, but there always comes a point in time where I just need to do a big house declutter. I think this will help so much in having more time to enjoy outdoors, as I will spend less time trying to clean up all of the things that are scattered throughout the house. People love to come on my videos and tell me that I should declutter, but I know that I should declutter, and I have decluttered very often. In fact, I regularly am getting rid of things. It has been asked before if we have an upstairs or if we have a lot of extra rooms in the house that nobody sees, and the answer to that is no. We have 3 bedrooms in our house, one for our boys, one for our girls, and one for us. And I don't really film my kids' rooms for their privacy's sake. And of course, you've seen my bedroom, but it is in a state. It is in a state at the moment, and it is what is making me realize it is time to declutter again. Especially because I just gave that bedroom a makeover and it is so beautiful, but in my mission to change over my wardrobe from winter to summer, I hit a roadblock of having too much in the bedroom, too many clothes, so it's time to go through and declutter. I want to take a moment to talk about the sponsor of today's video, who is Pair Eyewear. Now, I chose the Otis for my frames and in a pink shade because I'm in my pink era. Now, if you wear glasses, you might understand the struggle of having to switch between your regular glasses and your sunglasses, and I think my favorite thing is that with Pair you can literally just click on the top, and it's so easy. It's easy to put on, easy to remove. This is the rose gold sparkle topper, which I think is so perfect, and I think it goes so well with these frames. Now, alongside the Otis frames, I also chose the Daisy topper, which is the classic collection. I think it's adorable, and it gives me a little bit more of that structured look if I'm feeling like I don't want to do as much makeup. Now, when I was shopping for Pair, I knew that I wanted something that looked a little bit vintage, but I find that the classic cat eye look does not really suit my face, so I chose the Otis, which I think are the perfect mix of looking a little bit vintage, but keeping it more modern and structured for my personal facial features. And I don't know if I can explain this well, but as a person who has always worn glasses, I often felt like glasses would detract from my makeup look, especially as I got more and more into a vintage look. I just felt like glasses were covering up everything that I wanted to be a feature about my face, and with these I feel like the clear frames really allow my style to shine through. And they are also cheaper than traditional glasses. They start at $60 for the base frames and $25 for the toppers, which is so much better than buying individual pairs of glasses that all cost like $90, $100 or more. And you know what? If you don't really want your sunglasses to be the sunglasses frame color, just pop a different frame on top of them. Pair offers a multitude of different options, whether you just want glasses for fashion looks, whether you need prescription glasses, whether you want progressive lenses from seamlessly going outdoor to indoor, or whether you need some blue light glasses for those of us who work a lot on the computer. That is very important. And of course, they also offer free shipping in the US and Canada at a $100 minimum for Canada, I believe. And if you're not happy with your purchase, they offer 30-day guaranteed return. So if you would like to try out Pair Eyewear for yourself, and I definitely recommend that you do, I've been wearing these nonstop since I got them, check out my description for the link and use the code with love Kristina15 for 15% off of your next order. Thank you so much to Pair Eyewear for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into our gentle day of tidying up. The other room that I desperately need to declutter is the kitchen. I have a tendency to grab vintage dishes at the thrift store when I find them because I love making old recipes, especially molded recipes which require jello pans or other molded type dishes. And I've gotten to a point where I just have too many, so I need to get rid of some things. We also have a mishmash of dishes at the moment. I struggle with dishes, which is a funny thing to say, not in washing them only, but also in what to keep and what to get rid of. It was always my dream to have the vintage desert rose dishes as a full set to just use every day. However, I also really love strawberries, as many of you know. I constantly have a rotation of whether I should just use the set of desert rose dishes I already have, or whether I should have a set of strawberry dishes, or whether it's too extra to have both. And honestly, I just don't think I have the room, but I can't quite bring myself to stick to just one. Aside from decluttering, which I hope to start soon, I also just plan to finesse my daily routine. I want to try to have a mandatory 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening of tidying up, and whatever we get done, we get done. Whatever is not done, that is okay. But I want us all to get into the habit of tidying up in the morning and tidying up in the evening so that hopefully we can keep the messes under control. One of the things I noticed while I was watching this video is that I absolutely have the tendency still to clean like if you give a mouse a cookie, only it's cleaning. I noticed I was going around in circles on the room instead of just cleaning one area, and that definitely showed to me that I need to work on sticking to my tasks, which can be hard as I have ADHD and I am not medicated for it. I do actually really enjoy cleaning the kitchen now that I have a steadier routine. But I think there are still some things I could figure out how to do better. Living in a smaller house with 7 people and no dishwasher and cooking the majority of our foods from scratch, the kitchen can get messy really quickly, so I think decluttering will be my #1 priority this year. But I would also love to know what all of you would do if you had a bunch of beautiful vintage dishes that you loved and you did use here and there. Would you keep them? Would you get rid of them? What would you do in this situation? I know a lot of you also really love vintage, which we love to see in the comments. I also plan to spend as much time out of doors as possible, which means that hopefully one of the videos this summer will be a patio makeover. We have been trying to figure out what to do with our patio for a long while, and I think it's about time we made it a legitimate outdoor space we can spend time in. I am working on getting a picnic table and trying to figure out whether we can set up lights or posts or anything to make it feel a little bit more conducive to spending time out there, especially in the evenings when my husband is home. We just got a new grill, and so it has been really enjoyable to cook out there. And I would love for it to be a place my kids can just spend time drawing, doing art, just playing in general out on the patio. And of course, I really want to spend time gardening, and I think I want to build my kids their own little garden so that they can plant and take care of things and be involved in that process in a way that doesn't interrupt the garden I have already begun. And as far as content goes, I think that I will try to share as many gentle days as possible, because I think that it can be hard as a parent to remember to slow down and just enjoy the moment, especially in the chaos of having multiple kids who all want to do different things and who are creating lots of messes. I am hyper aware of the messes around me at all times, but I work really hard not to put any shame or guilt into the messes that are created in our house. I think the most important concept I have ever learned in homemaking is that it's okay to have mess. Mess shows that people live there, that people are loved there, that people are enjoying their life there. The mess in the kitchen shows that we have eaten lots of good meals. The mess in the dining room shows that my kids have been making lots of fun art. The toys on the floors mean that they feel safe to play and are often orbiting around me as I do things around the house, which is lovely. I definitely want to make some adjustments to my tidying up schedule for the summertime to see if I can make it easier on myself and make it easier for my kids to be involved as well, because as someone who is neurodivergent, I can be quite rigid with my routines and how I want things to be done. But in the summertime especially, it's a great time for kids to be learning how to keep house, hopefully in a way that is shame-free, because mess is morally neutral and there is nothing wrong with them playing with their toys and enjoying their days without feeling like they have to clean up or they will be doing something terribly wrong. I think there is a very good line between teaching kids to be self-disciplined while also allowing them to just be children. And hopefully I can find that balance in a way that my kids will take with them as they grow older and learn to care for their own spaces. Lastly, I really want to do more art this summer, and that's not really a home care routine, that is just a me care routine. I spent a little time out of doors watercolor pen painting one of my friend's kids, and while the painting did not turn out the way that I had hoped, because I'm still getting used to the idea of watercolor paint pens, it was still really cute and I cannot wait to send it over to them. I would really like to work on my portraiture and eventually, potentially, maybe a long time in the future, design my own book covers this way, because I really love making art and I would love to be the kind of author who could also create her own book covers. And I would also like to take a little page from Rachel Maxey and paint the things that we are doing over the summer. I think these could be some precious memories to make, painting the scene out as it happens, especially if my kids are involved. We are so incredibly lucky to live where we are. I can already see that the summer days are going to be magical and beautiful, and I don't want to miss them. Anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoy this last little bit of a peek into our summertime life as it begins, and I will see you in my next video. Let me know down below what your summertime plans are and what you are looking forward to the most this summer. As always, I hope wherever you are feeling safe and loved, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!